the size of the building.
Oh my god. What is this? Whoa! And look at the views we have of the entire city below. There's a boat over there. There's another. Okay, right. This is how big the bath is. About 10 people could fit in it. It's absolutely crazy. Probably shouldn't go in there with my shoes on. But this place is absolutely insane. This is my first meal here in Chongqing. Spicy level 1. I can't even talk.
I took the noodles without the spicy part and it's spicy.
Welcome back to another video and my first video from China. I've just taken an 11-hour flight and I've landed in Chongqing. I think we've run into the first problem.
Oh, look at the size of the building.
We are staying, this is where we're staying in Chongqing. Oh my god. Ah, a robot is talking to me. Bye bye mate. What is going on? I have no idea what to expect. It's a very, very different country to anywhere else I have traveled. There are so many things that is different. Even simple things like the payment system. Nothing here is the same. It's cashless. It is basically cardless. Everything is done through QR codes. Everything, you need your phone. For now, we've got to find a way to get a taxi, pay for a taxi, and get to my hotel here in the city. All right, we have found the first bit of English on a board, which is really, really helpful. And we're looking for taxis. There it is, 2F. You are here, 1F. So we need to go up for the taxi, which I think is up there. Now, that brings me on to my next point. Chongqing is a city of many, many layers. Also, I'm here with Victoria, who I'm going to be traveling with for the next 30 days. It's a city of many, many layers. Nothing is as it seems. You might think you're on the ground floor and actually you're on like the 5th floor. It's going to be an extremely interesting experience trying to navigate around this city, and the first challenge starts right now, trying to get a taxi. How do you think it's going to go?
I have no idea what's happening.
Pretty much, we are clueless when it comes to China, but that's what it's all about, and that's the fun of it, getting to discover it all as we go. And right now, we need to pull out our phone and try and use a Chinese application for the very first time. Common apps that you're going to use traveling China are WeChat and Alipay, and they basically have everything in, from communication to booking taxis to maps. So now we're going to load up Alipay on my phone. It's something called DD Travel. DD is basically the Uber of China, and it says taxi straight ahead. Let's see if I can figure out where we are. It says Terminal 3, 1F, ride hailing pickup point. We went up to 2F though. I think we've run into the first problem. What we thought was taxi is, I think, not the taxis that you book on the app. On my DD app, it says go back down to the floor that we came out on.
You can see the taxi, I think. Look.
Oh, yes, you can see the taxi. We have no idea how to navigate this, how we find our driver, honestly, how we even pay. So I'm going to get back out the Alipay app, which is the app we're going to be using all across China, hopefully. Now, this is extremely complicated. Well, we think we found where an exit is over there, and I'm now going to click consent and confirm and see where this takes us. Oh, I've now got a whole essay to read. Click that. Oh, I got an exclamation mark. That looks like a failed payment or something. Confirm. Oh dear. Oh, Alipay.
Yeah.
Pay now. Please work. First time using a Chinese app. Oh, please work. Oh, yes! We've paid, but we haven't got a taxi yet. 1 second. And I have absolutely no idea because it's all in Chinese. But it looks like, oh, we have a driver. Here we go. ABD2832. Seems to be that we have found a driver, but if you look at the front, there is just a sea of taxis. So I have no idea how on earth to connect with our driver.
How do we go on the other side?
I have no idea, Victoria.
Oh, that's why he told us to go up, because you go up and then you go down.
Oh no. Okay, just as you think you're getting somewhere, you're not. We keep going in and out the wrong exits, and now I've found a number of photos kind of leading you apparently to where the pickup location is. So we're looking for something called exit 7, which we still don't know where it is, but I think it's a little bit further in that direction because that's exit 8. And then once we're through there, hopefully we can follow this easier and finally find our driver. But right now, it's not easy navigating. Even just coming out of the airport is complicated. So I think once we're in the city, it's going to be even more complex. Finding the hotel is also going to be a whole other challenge, but it's going to be very, very well worth it because the place we're staying is absolutely incredible. There we go, exit 7, and it says car hailing services, which I believe is exactly what I've got on my phone. And just like that, we made out of the airport finally, and it's a bit of a gloomy day here in Chongqing. The weather is unfortunately not looking the best, but I think I have figured out how to use this. We have 8 minutes before the ride is cancelled. That is how long we took. There's a countdown that's basically been started, and now we just have the task of finding our driver. Out here, when we're leaving the airport, there is absolutely no English by the seams of it. So now we need to look for the number plate 2832. Okay, our driver has very, very kindly come out and actually picked us up. We were so lost. Even at the pickup point, we still couldn't find our driver. It's incredibly complicated here, especially being a foreigner when there is absolutely no English anywhere. It's yeah, it's a bit of a headache, but I think we're finally on our way, and it's about a 40-minute drive now into the city centre. And the place we're staying at, Victoria, how would you sum it up?
I'm really excited, but we have a pool and the view of
Whoa, you can't spoil it.
Okay.
It's something, it's incredible. I've never been to anywhere like this, and I've stayed at some incredible hotels around the world, but this is something like I've never done before, and I'm very, very excited to show you what a luxury hotel experience looks like in China. Yes, we are starting the trip off with a little bit of luxury. Just like that, we're in the taxi, and I want to tell you how much this cost. It's about a 40-minute journey, and it costs 44.7 Chinese yen, which is about the equivalent of 5 UK pounds. I also do the translation to dollars, but for a 40-minute journey, I would say that's pretty affordable. And also, you know, it's a really, really nice car. It has air conditioning, everything you would want. But unfortunately, the only downside is today is not looking too good. It's very, very gloomy. But honestly, when you're staying in a nice room and a nice hotel, that doesn't matter too much. But over the next few days when we're going to be exploring Chongqing, hopefully the weather does get a little bit better, because this city is incredible, not just in the daytime, but also at night time. There are so many things here that makes it so incredibly unique. You've got trains that go through buildings, you have a light show with drones that happen every single weekend, and the list just goes on of so many more incredible things. This city is named as one of the most advanced cities in the world, and it's actually known more specifically as being the cyberpunk city of China. So I'm going to be showing you all about that probably in my next video, but for now, this is going to be my first impressions of the country, seeing what it's like trying to navigate around, and seeing how difficult or maybe easy it is as a foreigner traveling China in 2026.
Easy.
Yeah, I think we know it's not going to be easy, let's be honest. It's already proving quite difficult, but hopefully as the days go on, it's going to get easier and easier, or maybe it's only going to get harder from here. Let's see. And this is what it's looking like driving on the road. It's very dystopian kind of look, because right now it's very cloudy, very foggy. Okay, so to give you a glimpse of where we're staying, that is the building opposite. This is the Raffles building, which is one of the most iconic views in the entire city. This is the river below, if you can kind of see, and then we are staying in one of these buildings just opposite. Victoria, that's for you. Take that for a second. Well, we are staying, oh, look at the size of the building. We are staying somewhere up there now. We successfully ticked off taxi ride. Actually, once you know what to do, it's not too bad, but for now, it is time to find our hotel room. This is Chongqing. This is one of the most famous buildings, and I'm very, very excited to be here and show you more of this city. But for now, let's go through these doors, and I hope this is the right way to get to the hotel. Excuse me. Right, I can see on the board where we are staying, S-E-Y-A. That is the name of our hotel there, but in English it's called Isaiah, but this is the Chinese spelling. It's on the 30th floor. Let's try and navigate there. Isaiah Hotel. Okay, that was a lot easier. Looks like we're gonna make it. We have just checked in the front desk. We have got the key card. Our room is 4305. It's a very strange looking setup, this, but let's find 4305. I think I see it here. Oh my God, it's so dark. Okay, I think we just scan, and let's go in to our hotel room. This is where we're staying in Chongqing. Oh my God. What is this? Whoa, and look at the views we have of the entire city below. There's a boat over there. There's another, okay, right, we're gonna unpack and then we will talk about what the hell this room is. Because this is...
It has a projector.
Oh my. There's a projector that comes down. You've got full city views. This is what $200 gets you in Chongqing, China. I'm currently staying at one of the most futuristic hotels in the entire country. And let me just tell you, this place is worth every penny. Look at where I am staying. There is basically a whole swimming pool in my room, but no, it is actually a bathtub with floaties and also the most incredible view. But we'll get to that in a minute. For now, let me show you my bed, the massive master bed in the middle of this room. Let me show you the size of this bath. I'm going to set up my camera here. This is how big the bath is. About 10 people could fit in it. It's absolutely crazy. Probably shouldn't go in there with my shoes on, but this place is absolutely insane. Of course, like any good hotel room, you've got a coffee machine, a kettle, water, and the coffee pods there. Almost in every direction you look, you've got mirrors there, mirrors in that direction, and also the same in the bathroom just over there. But let me take you around the views, because this is spectacular. It's a little bit sad that it's not the best day, but nevertheless, you have views of one of the most iconic buildings in the city. This is the Raffles building. There at the end is a swing that actually swings out and you can go on it. It's a whole experience. Pretty much wherever you look, there is river running the whole way around us. We are kind of located in a slight island section of the city where we're surrounded by water, and this is what Chongqing looks like out my window. It's otherworldly. It's a little bit nerve-wracking just standing here because I'm about 45 floors up. Actually, it feels a lot higher than that, and that is because Chongqing is a city of many, many layers. We might be 45 floors up here, but the actual lowest point of the city is probably way further because this city is built in the mountains. So the ground floor can sometimes be on the 20th floor and sometimes be the actual ground floor. It's very confusing. I believe there's even gas stations on top of buildings here. This city is a whole different world. We're going to explore that in a whole other video. For now, let's go to the final amenities that this room has to offer. And it's quite a big room. For $200, you're definitely getting your money's worth. You have some robes and then a couple of other things like slippers and everything else that you might need in a hotel room. This is the bathroom and it is very luxurious and beautiful. And one thing that I've just noticed is this here. To most people, you might think, oh, okay, yeah, it's just a hairdryer. But I believe this is a Dyson hairdryer, which I just found out costs about 500-600 euros. Now, I don't understand why. Maybe I'm not really the target audience for that product, but still, that's just to show you the luxury touches that this hotel offers. I am now inside the shower, which looks absolutely normal, but then you turn around this way and you realize this is no normal shower because you have a whole glass panel with city views, one of the Raffles building and two of the beautiful river below. This is quite a special place, and I don't think anyone can see you shower, but if that was the case, there is a blind that you can pull down. You have your own personal butler, and also I believe the way you can get food delivered to your room is via robot, and I'm going to try and test that out later because that is the most China thing I have ever heard of. Now, I don't know anywhere else in the world that you can basically order on your phone and get a robot to deliver it right to your doorstep, but here in this hotel in China, that is possible. So it would be rude not to try that out later. This place is just unnecessarily extra, but I'm all for it, and I'm here in China for the next 30 days, and I'm going to make the most, and I'm going to show you all the incredible places that are in this very misrepresented country. It is the evening time now here at this beautiful hotel room, and the views have changed, but I would argue they are even better because this city truly comes alive at night. And this is what I mean by alive at night. If you look around me, everything is lit up. Every single corner, buildings there in the distance with different colored projections on them. If you go to this part of the hotel room, you can see the bridge is now completely lit up. Oh, it's a bit of a reflection, unfortunately, but you can see in the distance there's all sorts of lettering, wording on the buildings, and the building in front of us is now going crazy with some sort of light show. That is not all for the evening. We have ordered some food. We ran into many difficulties today with our Chinese apps and stuff, and unfortunately they are not playing ball. Ordering delivery has seemed to be a big issue. Now, I don't know if that is because I have a UK SIM card in my phone, but potentially that is the reason. I had to go down to reception, get one of the ladies on the front desk to order it for me, and then I transferred her money through one of the Chinese apps called Alipay, which has been perfect, like I said, for paying for stuff, but just not for ordering food. But the way we're going to receive our food tonight is very, very different than you might expect. There is no Uber delivery driver walking up to your door. In fact, there is supposed to be a robot that knocks on the door. Now, it knows also how to navigate to your room, how to get up the elevators. It's crazy. I don't understand how it works personally, but leave that to the robot. Somehow, some way, in 5 or 10 minutes, there's going to be a robot knocking on that door, and you will see exactly what a delivery service looks like here in Chongqing, China. Ni hao.
It's a robot.
Ah, a robot is talking to me. I'm going to assume that means somebody is outside the room. Here we go. This is about to be the first time receiving a robot delivery in China. Hello. Oh my God. Hello, mate. Oh, do I need to tap? Open door to pick up. This is crazy. Oh my, it's like a spaceship opening. Share, thank you. Oh, close the door and return. Close. Oh my goodness. And then it just goes off. Look at it go. Bye, mate. Oh, that is the smartest, most efficient, introvert's dream thing I have ever seen. Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this, but before I do, I need to show you what I accidentally ordered. For some reason, I was like, oh, this cake's a bit expensive. It looks like I have ordered a cake for a birthday party. As you can tell, it's definitely my first day in China because I don't know why we've got all this. What is going on? Everything is so complicated here, it seems, but at least we have our food delivered to the door by a robot. That is a whole unique experience in itself. But for now, I'm going to sit back, enjoy the food, get some rest, and restart tomorrow. And I'll catch you in the morning. Oh, apparently that's a birthday cake that I just got. What is going on? Good morning from Chongqing. The sigh is because the last 12 hours have not been easy. Not much of it has been captured on camera, but basically there's been struggle after struggle. None of our Chinese apps are working. Our SIM cards basically are causing loads of issues with ordering food, adding friends to contact them and also book things. Basically there's just an endless list of problems with the Chinese apps and our phones. So right now we're on the hunt for a SIM card, a Chinese SIM card, to try and get a Chinese number, which hopefully will allow us access on these Chinese apps. But also I started recording here because we're in a beautiful part of the city where the skyscrapers meet the temples. And this is what the heart of Chongqing looks like. Wow, you've got the beautiful temple there. And then in the distance, you've got the skyscrapers all the way around, which is pretty much what the city looks like. It's non-stop skyscrapers, but this absolutely beautiful building has somehow stood the test of time and survived in a city that is ever changing. And this takes you all the way back, thousands and thousands of years ago, to what the city probably would have once looked like, small little buildings like this. But now it is a very different picture when you walk around here. And I'm going to show you a little bit more of Chongqing today as we begin to explore and find our feet here in China, because so far it has not been easy. It's the city where you feel very small in. I mean, everywhere you look, you've just got the tallest skyscrapers ever. Looking up, it's quite impressive actually walking through the city. You know, even the steps walking into stores, you've got projections, and it's just like one of the most overstimulating places. Not because there's necessarily loads of foot traffic, but just there's loads of like LED neon lights, a lot of beeping, a lot of taxis, and awful lot of cool buildings actually. And this is what one of the main squares looks like here in Chongqing. Check this place out, much busier, ton of skyscrapers, massive screens there. And we are going to this store here, China Mobile, which hopefully means we can get a China SIM card and we can finally get connected, order stuff, and make this trip a little bit more seamless. Can't believe it. We did it. We have a Chinese number. That took basically 24 hours of being here, which doesn't actually sound too bad to figure stuff out, but there was a lot of hurdles, a lot of problems without having a Chinese number. Now we have signed up to something called WeChat, which is basically where you can order food, chat with people, pay for stuff. It's a very important app to have. Hopefully now that we have the Chinese number, it means everything's sorted. We can begin to order stuff, pay for things, and basically just do anything here in China. I think it's time to finally find some local food here. Sit down at one of these beautiful little restaurants on the side of the road. We've actually found a menu here that has English on it, so it's probably a little bit more expensive because it's catered to Westerners, but you've got noodles, you've got some noodles with meat, it's all different things here. It looks like the dumplings don't have meat in it, which is, from what we found, quite a rarity here to find anything without meat. Victoria's come up with a way to show them no meat, a big meat symbol with a cross through it. 你好 谢谢. Okay, we've been given a menu at this lovely little local restaurant. I love places like this, and it definitely helps having some English so we can just point our way through this menu and hopefully eat something with no meat. Okay, Victoria's food is here. We had a lovely guy that's helped us out, and hopefully there's no meat and it's no spicy. Look at the noodles, they are so interesting. They're really, really thick. Chongqing noodles. And I've got an egg on top. Amazing, look at that. I got the spicy level 1. But I don't know if spicy level 1 here in China means very, very spicy. We're going to soon find out because it looks quite red. I'm quite looking forward to this. I can't even talk. It's quite spicy. It hits the back of your throat. Like it's hard to talk.
The noodles without the sauce.
Okay, and that's level 1 spicy. My voice is already changing. The spice is like...
I took the one there's no sauce, so...
Okay, well, this is my first meal here in Chongqing. Spicy level 1. We'll see by the end of this trip if we can get to spicy level 4 or 5 because they have different levels here in China of spice.
I took the noodles without the spicy part and it's spicy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be screwed. It's really nice to be fair. It cost 8 Chinese yuan, which is not even £1. It's about 85p, just over $1. So it's incredibly affordable here in the city. But the question is, can I finish this meal and handle the spice? Let's see. Weirdly enjoying the spice. It's just it's a bit subtle, but you know, it's there. You sniff in a little bit, as expected. And the noodles are getting softer and softer the longer they're in the broth. Honestly, for just under £1, this is a great first meal here in Chongqing. Quite pleasantly surprised. The broth also has like a slight sweetness, so I'm not too sure how we're supposed to have the broth because we've only got chopsticks. Maybe there's spoons, or you just drink it. I don't really know what the etiquette is here in China. We're going to find that out along the way. Food done. Quite full actually, and it was quite nice. It's a little bit spicy. Weirdly, it's almost like made my mouth numb. I saw on the menu on one of the dishes, it was called like numbing, something numbing. I thought, okay, maybe the translation's off. But actually, I do have a numbing sensation where my tongue, I can't really feel anything, and my lips are kind of tingling. And all of that numbing, weird, interesting dish came to 22 Chinese yuan, which is about £2. So incredibly affordable. 2 dishes and a drink of Coca-Cola. Very, very good price here, right in the center of Chongqing city. It's very, very fascinating walking through the street because everywhere you look, if you look left and right of me, there's vendors everywhere. I mean, I don't even know what these things are. It's like the brightest fruit I've ever seen. No idea what it is. Honestly, gonna have to try it in another video. Go through, try some street food. It's definitely something I think I want to make a mini series on here in China because the food is so unique and unlike anywhere else I personally have ever been to. Well, I am back at my hotel now, running the world's biggest bath, and I'm going to jump in there to relax after quite a stressful arrival in China, I can't lie. It is quite difficult being a foreigner here, navigating around and just trying to figure it out for the first time. But that was to be expected. I didn't think it would be easy coming here. Also can't expect it to be like other countries that you travel to that are quite well catered for foreign tourists like myself. It is undeniable though that China is going to be an incredible experience. Just looking around me right now, I have never really been in anywhere quite like this. This hotel is very, very special, and I'm sure it's a sign of many more incredible places that I'm going to get to see on this amazing trip around China. If you enjoyed this video, then I would love to hear from you down in the comments. Please consider subscribing and stay tuned for the rest of my series.